in whom we live, breathing the very air of essence to my dying lungs, that inhale, exhale of minute particles orbiting this mortal body, to float transiently through time and space, whilst perplexed by my infinity war, weary of my endgame, knowing all too well, oxygen will run out tomorrow, and that will be it. But if I float and drift away, I'll drift thinking and speaking of him, in whom we move. Outside of him, you and I can do nothing. Not a step, not a crawl, not a brisk walk, not even a flick of the toe. For you and I are lost in a constant battle just to breathe. But him, in whom we have our very being, underlines the very fact that you and I need. Needy beyond the scope of aid, IMF, forgiven debt, loans and grants, for our needs listed would span the edges of time and space to express all our human frailties, but even then would lack the very thing, time and space, to encompass and cover all our human dependencies. But him, in whom we live, move and have our very being, though inexplicable to the puny minds, 8 billion now, that inhabit and live this earth, that Jehovah lacks nothing. He is a God outside of time, needs not time to address your needs. Jehovah lacks nothing. Living though needs not air to breathe. He lacks nothing. Needs not goat, lamb, or money. For every cattle on a hill belongs to him. I mean, he dwells not in temples built by men, nor is he served by them as though he needed anything. God needs nothing. Listen, this God, in all his attributes, the good God, God amenanalengezedwa, the same God that's forbearing, patient, loving, kind, needs not you and I that he created us. He needs us not. He is before all things, and all things consist because of him. He created the universe without molecule, hydrogen, or any material source. He needs nothing, and needs nothing to this day. He needs not raw material to calm your storm. I said he needs not raw material to say, shut up and stop to your storm, like Nyoni said. He lacks nothing. He needs not your praise to make him God. But he chose to lack when he came in flesh in pursuit of our hearts. You ask me why? His glory and his glory alone. Not a lack or a loneliness, because he needs nothing. Because this God, this immutable God that was there when Valens and Colinius had trouble waking up, that God, that teke God, has life in and of himself.